Welcome, dear listeners, to the Storyteller's Brew, where legends are steeped in mystery and brewed to perfection. I'm Lady Lore, your host, and every week we'll explore the myths, conspiracies, and unexplained phenomena that have captivated minds for centuries. Tonight's brew of the day is called the Molten Lava Latte. Brewed deep within the cafe's enchanted hearth, this fiery latte is a swirl of dark espresso, spiced heat, and velvet milk, all crowned with a molten ribbon of smoked cinnamon and lava sugar dust. Said to awaken the bold, stir the restless, and maybe, just maybe, summon something from beneath. But as a warning, it is best sipped slowly. The flames don't just stay in the cup. Please enjoy. Now that everyone has their brew in hand and the steam settled just right, we can ease into tonight's Myth of the Week. Every town has its ghost. Some wander graveyards, others drift down hallways or weep from windows. But in a quiet pocket of Southern California, tucked near the hills of Ojai, there's a spirit said to walk with weight. A presence that doesn't haunt so much as linger. The locals call him Char Man. They say you can smell him before you ever see him. Not smoke exactly, not wood burning, but that sickly sweet scent of charred skin, of something that should not still walk. It usually starts near the old bridge over San Antonio Creek. You're driving late, the headlights cut through fog, and then the air changes, heavier, still, thick. And if you're very unlucky, you might hear him. Not speaking, not crying, just breathing, wheezing, like his lungs still remember the fire. Let me tell you how the story goes. In 1948, a wildfire swept through the Ojai Valley. It was fast, unforgiving. The kind of fire that doesn't knock, it just takes. In one version, a man lived alone in a small wooden cabin with his elderly father. When the fire came, they couldn't escape. The son tried to carry his father out, but the smoke was too thick, the heat too much. He made it out. His father didn't. Now, here's where the stories start to split. Some say the son went mad from grief and burns and ran off into the woods, disfigured beyond recognition, hiding in the charred hills. Others say he never left at all, that what came out of the fire was no longer a man, but something hollow, kept alive by hatred and heat, a shell, a shadow. And then, there are those who whisper a darker version, that he started the fire himself, that he'd been angry with his father, that the flames weren't an accident, but revenge. And what followed was not grief, but punishment. Since that day, people driving through the canyon at night report seeing a figure, tall, thin, wrapped in charred rags. He doesn't speak, he watches. Some say he runs at cars, others say he appears in your rearview mirror just for a moment, long enough to make your blood run cold. One couple stopped to stretch their legs by the bridge. The man wandered off, and minutes later came screaming back, shirt torn, bloodied scratches down his arms. He said a man came out of the trees, his skin blackened like coal, his eyes sunken, mouth twisted in an expression somewhere between rage and agony. When they returned the next day with police, there were no signs of anyone, only ashes, and the faint smell of smoke in the breeze. Some say it's all legend, just a campfire tale meant to scare teens away from those lonely roads. But there are records, real ones. The 1948 fire happened. Flames swept through the Ojai Valley fast and wild. As for the cabin, the man, the death, that's harder to say. There are no official records, not ones you can find easily, but the legend insists something happened. And maybe the silence in the paperwork speaks louder than the truth. There are those who believe the Char Man is no longer human, that he's a fire elemental, a spirit of vengeance, born from human pain and sustained by the land's memory of destruction. He doesn't haunt a house, he haunts the event, the moment when everything burned, and something was left behind. If you ever find yourself driving through San Antonio Creek late at night, keep your windows rolled up. If the air smells sharp and sweet like a barbecue gone wrong, drive faster. And if you see a man standing by the side of the road covered in black, wheezing like the flames are still in his lungs, don't stop. Don't look back. And for the love of whatever keeps you whole, do not call his name